It's so effing hot. It's so freaking hot. So freaking hot. Boom, 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 boom. Riders of the storm. Boom, 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 boom. It's so freaking hot here. I need a fan. I need a cordless fan, man. It's like 90 freaking degrees. Alright, just gonna do a little shop talk here, man. Chris Jones, 94 in Nebraska, man. Omaha. I've been to Milwaukee, Pittsburgh, Philadelphia, DC all in the last 6 months. I'm coming to Omaha. The boss is coming to Omaha. Yeah, actually, Chris, I just watched one of your videos, man. That was very interesting. Like I said, I think personally, if you don't know, Chris is having some issues with his Milwaukee brushless hammer drill. I haven't talked too much about it. My opinion of it, and a couple people I know kind of have the same issues as Chris is having. My opinion, Chris, you could take it or leave it. It's just my opinion. But I personally think that chuck cannot handle the power of that motor that's in that hammer drill. It's just way too much power. I'm sure if you use it on speed 1 and speed 2, probably no issues. I don't know. I'm sure you tried drilling through that. I don't know if that was iron or steel. But I'm sure you had not as much slippage of the chuck. But once you get into that, yeah, they need to redraw that chuck. Like I said, man, and I even wrote it. I mean, if you look at their drill driver, from 2010, I use that drill driver a lot. The Milwaukee, I think it's a nice drill driver. You know, it almost looks exactly the same as, and like I said, 2011, 2010. It's like a 6 or 7 year old drill. I mean, it's very similar to that hammer drill chuck. Now, obviously, I'm sure there's some differences in thickness and stuff like that, but yeah, I think that's the major issue with that. Because, like I said, I'm not a Dewalt guy, but their brushed Dewalt hammer drill is an awesome hammer drill. And this is the newest fuel drill as well. Yeah, you have 2010. Because you got to remember, guys, and this is true, and I actually learned this at the Milwaukee synopsis there. These tools are constantly being updated. So, just let's take the hammer drill, for instance, that Chris has. I'm sure they made some changes to that drill. Now, obviously, it's not in the chuck, but just because the tool's been out doesn't mean that it's, from 2014, the impact driver came out, and if you buy one tomorrow, it's going to be exactly the same as one of 2014. That's not true. So they are constantly, like I said, when I was there, they were working on this freaking shop vac. I saw some engineer like farting around with it. So crazy. But anyway, yeah, I just kind of wanted to do a little shop talk here and, kind of talk about tape measures also. I've been wanting to do a video on this, but again, if I could just do one live and you guys can kind of give your opinions, and I'm in the house. Howard's in the house. Nightbird. How you doing? Torino Warren. What's up, brother? Did you get my Instagram message? No, I didn't, Torino. Maybe I did. I don't. Are you under that same name, Torino? I'll have to check when I'm done. What's up, Abel Vasquez, my man? What's up? But I also want to talk, man. I did the video from Milwaukee about their new 12-volt impact driver. Now, obviously, they did a little test going up against this. They painted this gray, and they had the new 12-volt impact driver. 1,300 inch-pounds. This says 1,200. I'm really excited for that Milwaukee because let me tell you, this impact is freaking amazing. I'm just kind of playing with it and kind of, I was drilling some. I have a lag here, a couple screws. I'm kind of setting up a video. I did a video on the angle grinder here, but it somehow got erased. So, oh, you're under the same name, Torino? I didn't see it, man. I'll have to check. But yeah, I'll definitely get back to you. You can always ask me questions. Guys, if you ever have questions, just go to my website, hit contact. I get notifications on there, and I can hit you up there. My email's on there. But yeah, you ever have any questions, I'm always around. All right, anyway, it's so freaking hot in this garage. I don't know how long I'm able to stay in here. The humidity is just overwhelming. I need a freaking fan. I don't know if I'm getting that rigid fan. But anyway, so yeah, this monster, man, I'm telling you. This thing is freaking the bomb. So I'm super excited to see what's going on with that new Milwaukee impact driver. Because, I'm not going to go nuts. Like, someone commented that, this had the 2 amp hour battery. I have the 1.5 on this sucker right now, but it comes with a 2 amp hour. And in that video, the Milwaukee had a 4 amp hour on it. Are you going to gain some power? Yeah, but, with the 12 volts going up from 2 to 4, it slaughtered this drill. Now, that was really kind of crazy. But we'll see when we get it, and we're going to test them. But I don't want people to watch that video and be like, whoa, this Makita. Because this Makita is the best, by far, impact 12 volt I've ever used. It's very similar to the Makita Black, just a little bit smaller and lighter. Actually, it might be the same. This is definitely thinner, but this is a great impact, man. And for $179, you get the whole kit. Like I said, you can get the brushed version for $99, and you get the drill driver with it. So, but this is an awesome little, these are complimentary tools, guys. When you're doing light work, homeowner type stuff. And obviously, your electricians can use something like this. Where you're not going crazy. This does have almost 1,000 inch-pounds. I think it's 940, something like that. But, for $100, it's definitely a good deal. But, yeah, so anyway, let's talk tape measurers. Now, I have a lot more than this. I really should have set this up better. So, I don't know. Maybe I really shouldn't do it. Because I got like 4 of them that I kind of been using. But I won't go too much into it, except say that this Dewalt, their tape measures suck. Now, I use this tape measurer probably 3 times. I built a shed with it. And this thing, look at this. It's almost unusable. And again, no one stepped on it. Just work. Just doing work. And, I had to use this one. This is like a $3. I don't know if it's from Lowe's or from Depot. I always have a lot of tape measures in my bags. I'm sure you guys do also. But, guys, I'm right, the best on the net. Oh, thanks, John. The Ryobi 18-volt tire inflator works for me. Yeah, this thing is awesome, man. I've had this thing for like 5 freaking years. And if they haven't updated this. Actually, my friend came over. He helped me. He had plugs. I didn't have any plugs on me. I had a flat on my zero turn, and we used this. He's like, man, that thing is freaking awesome, man. I want to get one. He's like, do they still make them? I'm like, yeah. So he went and he got one, and they haven't done a effing thing to this. Maybe there's a date on this. Yeah, all right, 2013. So this was September, I don't know how the hell they do it. 9th month, 3rd week. This is the year 2013. So 4 years old almost. And, it was probably out a year or 2 before I even got it. So, this is a great product. When they don't change tools, like Makita, they still have that vacuum, man. That's freaking awesome. That 18-volt vac. That thing's been out for so long, and You know, this is no need to fix something that ain't broken. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, so yeah, just a little bit. I'm gonna do something a little bit better than this. I kind of just saw this in my bag, and I kind of just wanted to talk today. Because I actually been in here for like a half an hour just kind of using these two. But yeah, this thing, I'm telling you, it's absolutely terrible. I mean, you can never get it to hook on, and when it does, it starts to turn up here because this is all freaking banged up. And again, I mean, look at this thing. It has barely been, used, man. It's got a couple scratches on it, but again, I got to end up using this thing a lot. But I got a couple good tape measures I want to talk about. I have the Milwaukee, their new one. I haven't even used it yet, so. But I kind of want to do a video on tape measures, and I want to do something kind of live so you guys can get involved and hey, what do you think? Do you agree, or stuff like that? I got like 30 people on here. What do you think of these Dewalts? I mean, I think they're garbage. But this was very cheap. I got this and like a knife for like $14.99. So I'm sure it's not one of Dewalt's, high quality tape measures. But did you use your drink tickets? Yeah, I never got drink tickets, man. But the guy at the bar was awesome, man. He didn't care if I didn't have any. He was just giving me drinks. I'm like, yeah. No, brother, I have handheld that like 20. No, brother, I have the handheld. That is like $20. Is in the Home Depot is the non-brushless Makita combo for $99. Is that a good buy? Oh yeah. You talk Javier, you talk about the 12 volt? I'm sorry guys. Hey John, thanks buddy. Javier Reyes, are you talking about the 12 volt, this set right here? Yeah, it fluctuates from like 129. Yeah, Javier, it's an awesome deal, man. Absolutely. Great deal. It's a great way to get into a platform too. I mean, you're getting 1.5 amp hour batteries, but again, you're gonna have a drill driver, an impact, 2 batteries. This is the charger you're gonna get. It's a pretty good deal for $99. You get a nice bag. They also have it in a hard case, like the old Milwaukee. I mean, the old Makita 12. They still make this box. You can get the new brushed in this box. They still make it with this box. Oh, Torino, I'm talking about the Ryobi. Yeah, I've seen that one, Torino. That one is a little bit smaller. It's kind of like a. I know when you're talking. It looks like it's like a stick inflator. It's not, like this one. This isn't that much money though, man. I mean, I think this is like $34.99. But this, like, I do my kids' pool. We have like a little pool. Well, we don't really do it anymore. But this thing works great. And, all my kids' soccer balls and basketballs. I mean, this thing is definitely an awesome tool. But yeah, so basically just talking about the 12 volt and what's coming out with Milwaukee. Their 12 volt. I love 12 volts, 12 volt tools. I don't know. There's just something about it. When we were at the Milwaukee Synopsis, man, I was just gravitating to all the new 12 volt. And that's what's great about Milwaukee. They're sticking with their 12 volt. I mean, they're introducing probably like 10 or 15 new tools. A lot of the lights are 12 volts. The one that I like, the car one, the under, well, I can't remember the name of it, but that's the one thing you got to give Milwaukee credit for. They're not abandoning the line. They know a lot of people invested a lot of money into their platform. I'm glad Makita's kind of getting into it again. I mean, at Home Depot now, there's like a whole section that's just 12 volt, Makita's 12 volt stuff. So looks to me that their reps and their sales marketing, they want to really promote. I think they're really, really happy with their new brushless line of 12 volt tools. And this is an awesome little impact, guys. Um, Long Island, New York. Eric, what's up? So, yeah, what's your opinion, guys? I just got a Makita tape measure, believe it or not. The guys from Tool Barn. And actually, I saw them at the Synopsis. Steve, real nice guy. He sent me a Makita tape measurer. I didn't even know what it was. I didn't open it up. Yeah, the Milwaukee ones are awesome. You know what it is, Chris? I have so many. I didn't feel like I had the need to open it. Actually, let me see. I think it's like I had it somewhere over here. I probably freaking lost this goddamn thing. Excuse the mess. I lost that freaking tape measure. I think it's got to be upstairs. I don't know. But yeah, I got it, man. It seems real nice. But I haven't had a reason to really open it. I gotta find it now. But yeah, maybe what I'm gonna do is I'll get the Milwaukee. We'll open it up. We'll get the Makita, and we'll kind of take it from there. But you know, again, I don't want to say this year was a good year with Milwaukee. I know next year, yeah, man. Like I said, Steve is like the head of Milwaukee. He's a little guy, Steve. I'm sure you Milwaukee followers know. I don't know his last name. He made a couple speeches, but before we even started the Synopsis at the dinner, he's like, listen, you're going to have a lot of fun here. We got a lot of great stuff, and I'm super excited for it, but next year's, I mean, I don't even know if it's going to be tool related. I don't know if they're coming out with a freaking car, like the Milwaukee 18-volt, you know, 4-door sedan, but, I mean, they are really excited for what's going on. Hey, Luigi, did you get your goddamn kit or what? Yesterday in Home Depot, there was a guy that had a Ryobi shirt on. I asked if he worked for Ryobi. He said yes. Milwaukee and Rigid thought that was that. Yeah, TTI owns Milwaukee and Ryobi. So, they are the same company. No, not yet. Luigi? Dude, I sent that thing Monday. I'm kind of starting to get worried here about your address. Luigi Martinez. I know it was in Cannes. I don't want to say where you were, but yeah, that's pretty weird, man. And it cost me like $30 freaking dollars for that shipping. I was like, man, from now on, I'm just buying it on Home Depot and having them send it out. Hey, Tony, what's up? I got to go get my. I'm pretty sure I saved the thing from the post office there with the tracking number. I should go check right now. That's probably... I had to clean up the freaking mower here. What's up, Rotary Dan? My man. My man from Instagram. Is this open? Of course it's not open. You got me worried, man. Luigi, keep in touch with me. If you don't get it by Monday, I'm gonna have to see what's going on here. I put the address down you sent me on your email. I don't think it should take that long. I did say, well, this is what they said. Oh, my cat is out. They won like $46 to ship this goddamn thing, like next day or something. So I said, what's the cheapest freaking way you can send this to Luigi? And they said, okay. And they said, all right, we could do it. It'd be $29. I didn't know what the date would be, but I mean, that's some long. What are you doing? You want to eat? Get in the freaking house. Go ahead. Get in here. This goddamn cat gets outside. Alright, you're good. Man, it's so freaking hot. I'm sorry, guys. Joe Montague, my man. I sent it United Postal Service. We live in a small town, so ups. Okay, so that's kind of normal, Luigi. That it takes a little bit longer from where you are. Joe Montague, what's up, man? He's got some great stuff on Instagram. He's a big Makita guy. He's like me. He really likes Makita and he really likes Milwaukee. I got a black cat like that. Yeah, she's all right. Cool, Luigi. Sled dog, hard time with the lack of snow. Oh man, what do you think of the new Milwaukee? You know what? It's funny you mention that. What Othani? Do you have? I'll just call you O. Hey O. Yeah, man. They were doing a lot of stuff. I think that's going to be one tool for 18. A lot of people were kind of talking about their SDS. You know, I know one of the reps were saying they've been really lacking in that. Obviously, they have a real nice SDS out. But I think they kind of want to... I think everyone is attacking Bosch right now. You know, there's a lot of rumors going on with Bosch. If, you know, supposedly they might be selling their... I mean, they're really... You could tell something's up because they really haven't done anything in years. I mean, they came out with that awesome impact driver. A couple new tools. Their 12 volt, the impact driver, the impact wrench. And they just released the new brushless hammer drill. But, I don't know. But I think people, you know, when you start slacking a little bit and you're kind of... Because, you know, Bosch is really... Their SDS, they're kind of the leaders in that to a degree. You know, like I said, every company kind of has something that they're... So I think a lot of people see this as a way to get into that, you know, platform to a degree. And I think they're going to go hard into that. But, yeah, it's cool, man. It's a powerful SDS. I think theirs is a 1. I think it's a 1 1/8. Or it might even be bigger than that. 1 1/4 SDS. Their brushes. Chris might know. Chris Jones, you still there? What is their SDS? Their biggest one. I know they have a fuel one out now, but I don't know if it's a 1 1/4. I'm thinking of getting it for work. I'm at HV Tech. I need a cordless drill to drill 3-inch holes. Yeah, and you know what? It's funny you mention that because Chris was in his video. He was like I said, drilling into some steel or metal. Oh, 1 9/16. Okay, so I mean that is a freaking monster. So I was off by like 1/4 of an inch there. So oh, this freaking cat is meowing now. Son of a bitch. Yeah, it's definitely a powerful SDS. Again, Chris and Joe is here. It might be the most powerful on the market. They would probably know that. Don't they have an M18 Max? Home Depot is a good deal going on with the Makita 12 volt. Got drilled to work now, but it's temporary. Yeah, I would still take it back. Oh, Joe with the Flex Volt. Yeah, Joe, do Dewalt, they have a Flex Volt SDS? Hey, Elliot. What's up, buddy? Oh, Elliot was freaking awesome. Absolutely. I met these two guys, like I said, we hung out. You make friendships, man. I mean, I didn't know anybody there. And I ended up hanging out with these two knuckleheads from Minnesota. Again, Rustic Renovations, July 11th, 10 o'clock Eastern, 9 p.m. Central. I mean, it's going to be an awesome show. I seen one of the episodes. I don't think I'm allowed to tell you. Sweet. Guess it's time for my home. Yeah, man, use it up. Actually, there's a 10%. If you use your Home Depot card, from now until Father's Day, you get 10% off any order. Any order. And I think you get like, I don't know, 12 months interest free if it's 500 or more. If you spend like 1,000 or more, it's 24 months. I don't know. I got something in the mail from them. But, Joe Montague. It's a 9/16 tube, but better than the fuel. Okay. Yeah, so Dewalt also has a 1 and 9/16. I just got a Bosch, and I haven't really used it, but I got the Bosch 3/4 SDS rotary. It's a compact. It's a brushless SDS. Came in one of the nice L boxes. I saw a couple vids on it. I think what's his name did one that I really liked. The real, what are they called? Real Tool Review, not Real Tool Reviews, not that guy. Workshop Addict. Workshop Addict. That guy does good stuff. He did one with it, and real nice, real compact. I'm gonna do a video. We're gonna drill into some stuff. I just got the Hilti 10 watt. It's a beast of a drill. Yeah, Hilti. I'm not a big Hilti guy. I don't. I mean, they make great stuff, dude. They're obviously, they've been around for years and they're well respected. But I don't know. Some of the stuff I've used from Hilti, I wouldn't, and the price of it. I mean, they're kind of have a rigid type of, they got a 2-year warranty. Anything goes wrong with it, they'll have it back to you in like a day, or I don't know. Joe might know what their warranty is. It's like 2-year, something pretty cool. But yeah, well, you gotta remember well, Joe, you have both. You have the DeWalt FlexVolt and you have the Milwaukee Fuel SDS. Because you got to remember, it's a 60 volt versus an 18 volt. But, is it a lot heavier? Because I've actually heard a lot of that before. I've heard, the FlexVolt circular saw. I mean, it's a great saw. Don't get me wrong. But, I mean, I don't know. Is it much better than the Milwaukee? I mean, it's definitely corded power. And that's the one thing you got to get out of it. If you guys are looking for corded power... Now, I don't have a lot of experience with that DeWalt FlexVolt. I played with a couple stuff, a couple things. One was the circular saw, and one was the angle grinder. That is corded power. But, I mean, some of their stuff, rigid all the way, Jerry Hoskins. No, I don't. I just saw a bunch of head-to-heads on Instagram. Okay. Yeah, I mean, again, it's a 60 volt versus an 18 volt. That doesn't really mean too much, but, you got to see what the weight differences are and, run time and, if you're going to start up, you just start from scratch and you're really not invested in anything. I think the FlexVolt is I think the FlexVolt's going to stick around, put it to you that way. A lot of this non-18 volt stuff, I mean, when I went to the Milwaukee Synopsis, they had their 28 volt. They had like all stuff. They had stuff that failed. They just had everything that they ever did. And I know Milwaukee has that 40. Not Milwaukee. DeWalt has that 40 volt outdoor line. What else came out? Somebody else had something. Bosch has the 36 volt. That's just about pooped shit in the dark. So it's hard to really get out of the 18 volt platform. I mean, I don't know. But I think that the FlexVolt is definitely going to stick around. I think it's definitely, the pros who are using it for heavy, and that's the thing too. Everyone loves power. It's power. This is more powerful. This is more, if you're building freaking skyscrapers and you're doing, construction and iron work, yeah, power. You need corded power. FlexVolt is that real? That's the option. But having something that's 100 more inch pounds or 50 more foot pounds. Yeah, Ryobi's had that 40 volt line out for a while there, Torino. Yeah, Ryobi, it's some stuff. The Milwaukee 9.0 battery, yeah, no, they're awesome, man. I'm getting it all ready for tomorrow. This is charged. If you're not following me, we're doing a count here, because I want to see how many charges, full charges, from a dead battery, fully charged. I want to see how many charges. You know, there's rumors you're only going to get 100. I heard 200. So we're going to see, man. We're going to see. We should have over 100 this year on both of these. This is actually done. Let me take this off here. But no, this battery is the bomb. Absolutely awesome battery. I got a I got to take it out. I have one of the Dewalt 9.0s. I'm going to probably do a video on one of them. I love this live stuff too. I mean, I love that you guys are on right now and you can kind of ask questions and give us your opinions. But yeah, so that's about it. So I kind of wanted to talk about the tape measures, but no one seems too interested. But this was a poorly constructed little setup here, but I kind of just wanted to talk about. And I really wanted to see if anybody had success with these Dewalt tape measurers. Because I've been wanting to, like, tell people about this for a while. How shitty it is. But this, like I said, this isn't one of their top of the line. I got this and one of their knives for like $14.99. Did I see the new M12? Home Depot is selling the Milwaukee M18 9.0 battery for $169. Athene, is that with the charger also? Or is that just the battery? Harbor Freight nut driver bits. No, these aren't Harbor Freight, bro. These are Black & Decker. And these, I've had these probably 10 freaking years, man. These are at least 10 years old. And I do love the Dewalt nut. These, actually, I just put them away. That's the one thing I don't like. I bought the DeWalt nut drivers. Awesome. Awesome. I actually did a video on them. But they didn't come in like a case. So I kind of just threw them in here. But these suckers are freaking awesome, man. Magnetic. There's the one Yeah. I mean, sometimes the magnetic... Here, focus. It'll kind of... You know, get jammed up in there. You got to kind of blow this out. But these are great nut drivers. We're going to maybe do something. I got a lot of shit I want to do. This winter, I'm really going to take advantage of the time off and do some head-to-head stuff that are, like, no one's doing head-to-head stuff on nut drivers, you know? I got the Milwaukee ones in here. But, and I know, I've just seen that Makita has impact gold nut drivers. These things are great, man. Because I kind of do the lags a lot. And, you know, not to bring out a socket. I mean, that's freaking awesome. And these are awesome. I hear Rigid owns Ryobi. That is not true. Rigid is owned by Electrolux. Or, I don't know if it's what's Electrolux. But Milwaukee makes certain tools for them. They make them, but there's really no affiliation. I actually talked to a Milwaukee rep about that. He's like, they have nothing to do with Rigid. Rigid and Milwaukee have nothing to do with each other. Yes, the company makes the tools, certain tools for Rigid, but Rigid, Milwaukee, and no, Rigid is not owned by TTI. That is not true. A lot of people think that, but that is not true. Home Depot used to sell a DeWalt 4-pack swivel nut driver bits. Oh, that's pretty cool. Swivel. Bosch has been sold to Chevron. Whoa, Torino, is that true? Whoa, time out. Beep, 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 beep. Back up. Torino Warren has just said that Bosch has been sold to Chevron. When did this happen, Athene? So why do job mech heads go for both multi-tools? Job mech heads go for both multi-tools. Look it up. When did it happen, Torino? Is it new? Did this just happen? recently. Wow. It's funny. We were talking about it at the synopsis, that something like that. Flag on the play. Recently. I got to look it up now. I'm like so interested. Wow. Yeah, Bosch, Bosch is a huge company. I mean, absolutely huge. But they're just huge in Europe. Very, very big in Europe. They do so many different things that you would not believe. And it's weird. They're not like a publicly traded company, but they're not family owned. It's kind of weird. Hey, what's up, Steve Jobs? Do you like the Dewalt razor knife? Oh, yeah. These are the best. This thing's probably like, 6 years old. I got a couple brand new ones. Like I said, they come in these packs. Yeah, this thing is awesome. DeWalt, every company, I like DeWalt. They make some great stuff, man. I have a lot of DeWalt stuff. Yeah, this thing is awesome. I haven't changed the blade. Actually, I got new ones. But you know what? This thing still works like a charm. But, yeah, this thing's great. Yeah, no, I'm kind of just like, whoa. I read Bosch only sold the skill tools. Ah, that's what I think, Mike. Mike? Oh, technical, is it getting blurry there, Athene? Am I getting blurry? Yeah, because it says low battery, which is very common, and it says bad connection. So when that starts, it's basically telling me, get the freak off. Yeah, so my man Mike Murray just told us, I read that Bosch only sold the Skill Tools brand to Chevron. Now, this is what I heard too, guys, from a couple guys over at like the synopsis. And these are like, distributors. I mean, these weren't just Milwaukee reps, but the only really profitable. Oh yeah, that's correct, Torino. Okay, so Bosch. All right, it's just the Skill Tools. Actually, I think I heard that. It was a couple months ago, but I really, it was just Skill. Now, Skill used to be a big boy, and the people from the 50s, 60s, and 70s, they'll tell you Skill, man, they were the shit. But, it's kind of like, Stanley. Stanley was kind of Craftsman. But anyway, yeah, the only real profitable, branch of Bosch right now is their Diablo. And I think a lot of people want that. Bosch hasn't sold it. Like, I think a lot of people have shown interest in buying that part of their company. Hey, what's up, Steve Jobs? Didn't I say hello to you? Hey, everybody say hi to Steve Jobs, man. He's a cool dude. Feed looks okay. Oh, thanks, John. But yeah, their Diablo, I think a lot of people are after that from Bosch, but they haven't sold it. I don't know if they're looking for a certain price. But if they do sell that Diablo, they just sold the skill part of their company. That's cool. Tony Powell, my man, Joe. Everybody's saying what's up to Steve now. What's up, Steve? Jerry Hoskins. You guys are great. See, you got a lot of friends on here. Any info about the new M18 with the 2070 cell? Yeah, Tatis, I actually talked about that when I did my video, like my first day back from the synopsis. Yeah, all their new batteries, their new line of batteries are going to be with the 21700 cells in it. They were looking at 2600, they were saying, the 2400s, but they think power-wise and runtime-wise, the 21700 make the most sense. So, the new packs, I don't know when they're releasing it. I think they're pretty close, but when I saw the way, like, Milwaukee are the only company that put their batteries together in-house. They make it. The cells they get from, Panasonic, LG, Samsung. And, they were showing how theirs were different in this one part of the tour. They have rubber spacers in between the cells to help against shock. Again, from Milwaukee, they're the only ones that do that. Yeah, so they had like a whole line of them, the way that they kind of put them together from scratch. So they take a lot of pride in their batteries. They know the tool is only as good as their battery. That's me talking, but I think you guys would agree. I mean, if the battery platform sucks, your whole line is gonna suck. So they're going to the 21700. Yeah, Tony. It's gonna be a little bit bigger. We actually talked about that. These 9.0s, like I said, these 9.0 batteries have Bluetooth capabilities. Now, I don't want to say that, but they might. They do. They have some type of connectivity. Let me just put it to you that way. There's some type of connectivity in these batteries. Yep, Joe, all the new batteries will be with the 21700 cell. Now, that's going to be their new battery platform when they come out with it. So, you're still going to see these batteries. I don't know when they're all going to go to that, but when they start, making new batteries. So, when some of these new tools start coming out, maybe next year, like if they do come out with a track saw or something like that. Yeah, Joe, Makita is just really pissing me off, man. Makita is totally, I mean, this is just, they have great batteries, Joe. But, I mean, they're not doing anything. I mean, I thought they were coming out with a 6.0 battery. I've freaking seen it. But they don't sell it anywhere. The Dewalt 20 volt has Bluetooth. Yeah, I've seen that one. That's just telling you about this one, because a lot of people don't know that. Yeah, Rigid is coming out with their 9.0s. Are going to be Bluetooth. Yeah, they're my favorite impacts. I talk about it all the time on this channel, Joe. I think Milwaukee impacts are absolutely amazing, awesome. Very close Milwaukee too, though. They're good. But yeah, their batteries. I mean, like I said, they just got to these damn fuel gauge a couple years ago, and they're great batteries. But where's your 9.0 battery? I mean, you're gonna let Rigid and Ryobi beat you to a 9.0 battery into the market? I mean, where's your 6.0? I mean, god damn. Bosch hasn't done anything, and they have that new core battery out. And I mean, Makita, let's get your act together here, man. They need to step. Yeah, they do, Joe. I'm loving what they're doing here with the 12 volt, but they got to get back to the 18. And they need to put out a good SDS drill. I've played with their I don't know, the DT. I don't know what the hell it's called. I can't remember. Joe, you're into the Makita, but that was terrible. You ordered your 6 amp. Is it really a Makita? Got to watch that, Joe, because I get a lot of questions. Oh yeah, I just bought 2 Milwaukee 5.0s for $29.99 on eBay, and they sent me the thing. Oh yeah, you can get it too here. And they sent me. I'm like, dude, that's like some Chinese ripoff, dude. Carl B. Gideon in the house. I should charge these. This is just about dead. Yeah, genuine Makita. Okay. Yeah, I know they came out with them, Joe. I just haven't freaking seen them, man. I mean, I've even Googled it, and like no one has these goddamn batteries anywhere. So I don't know. They should. I mean, get your 9.0 out already. I mean, jeez. What the hell are you waiting for, man? They better not get too far behind here. Milwaukee's going on strong. Dewalt is really picking up the pace. Now you got Rigid. Rigid's coming out of nowhere. Everybody loves the Rigid. Rigid. Oh, Rigid. LCA, Lifetime. Oh, yeah, Rigid. So you don't want to go too nuts here. This might need to be charged too. Jesus Christ. Everything's dead on me. But, alright, listen.